Live by the blade, die by the blade. Alright, what is up my friends? Welcome to the Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. We're almost there from Modern Horizons 3, but not quite yet. But what I have for you today is a really awesome standard deck that Maz, content creator, managed to use to qualify for the next Pro Tour at the regional championship with, and standard still continues to kind of delight and surprise. You know, obviously we're still, you know, a lot of decks that are popular at this point and kind of about like the later part of the life cycle, but still new decks popping up, which is really awesome. And this is just a really freaking cool black-white brew. I know Maz played this deck to an invite. I think Aspiring Spike played it also, didn't do as well. But what we have here is a black-white sort of like blink value deck. Okay, so a lot of cards here are not usually seen in standard, with the main idea being to kind of just blink your stuff or replay your stuff. So Guardian of Ghirapur is a good way to do that. The mana for a 3/3 flyer, EDB blink a creature or artifact you control. That's important. And then we have Nurturing Pixie, same idea. Play it, pick a thing up, play it again. So for 1 mana, you get a 2/2 flyer and can recast whatever you want to get. And things to pick up. How about Tithing Blade? Edict you. Pick it up, do it again, or blink it. Hopeless Nightmare. Discard a card, lose 2. Pick it up and blink it, do it again, right? It was also kind of a sacrifice theme here too, where you have good old Rite of Oblivion. One of the better kill spells in the entire format. Doesn't really have a home right now, but a really powerful card. And Braids, Arisen Nightmare can stack stuff for value too, which is really cool. And just kind of awesome, you know. Novice Inspector here makes some clues. You can blink it. That's pretty cool there. Hostile Investigator. Fast becoming one of the best threats in the format, honestly. It's better with Sheoldred. I know people might go, oh my god, Jim, no. But Investigator's seeing a ton more play than Sheoldred this year, as you can see with a 4-1 split. And great card to blink. Great card for value anyway. It's a little bit of a discard sub-theme here alongside the Investigator and Liliana. And just a cool deck. Just cool, grindy, you know, a little bit of aggression, but kind of grinding out these Hopeless Nightmares and make you discard all your cards. And that's just really sweet, you know. Sideboard is Duresses for the spell matchups and Path of Peril for the creature matchups. A few other cards here, Rest in Peace and Friends, but that was awesome. And let's give it a spin. Brought to you by
Command Fest Atlanta is on the horizon, happening June 14th to 16th, featuring Modern Horizons 3. Prepare for an unforgettable weekend of Magic the Gathering action and fun. Secure your tickets today.
Alright, on the play. And we got Braids, Investigator, 2 Pixies, 3 lands. So lacking a thing to bounce the Pixies. It's hard to mulligan 3 lands and 4 spells though. And I don't think we're going to play this as 1/1s, but we could if we have to maybe play a blocker. Sure, I guess we're going to keep this. It's not great, but want to pick up, you know, a Hopeless Nightmare, or Tithing Blade, or just something to blink for value. Or an Inspector. Honestly, it would be great too. Opponent's got a mulligan here. We are in gold ladder reset somewhat recently. And I've been doing a lot of early access stuff, not on my main account. We had the 10 new brews for Modern Horizons 3, which I did Timeless, Historic, and Modern for. The MH3 set review, some Bronze Mythic, a lot of cool stuff happening. Again, not playing a Flying Men here. And this thing also can't bounce fairies. So I couldn't go Pixie on 1, and then like Pixie on 2, bouncing the other Pixie and making a 2/2. Alright, so opponent is playing Teamer Analyst, which is not going to be great for our hand, given the texture of the fact that we're not really doing anything so far. I might need to play these Pixies just as beaters. Oh, what a draw. Alright, never mind, we're good. Hopeless Nightmare. So, ETB, discard a card, lose 2. Now we're doing it. I said, now we're doing it. Discard that card, friend. Forest. Awesome. Play a Pixie. Bring it back. Love the Brewski here. 2/2 flyer, Geo. You got Braids also. So you can just do it again next turn. They got an Aftermath Analyst. Very good, obviously. They hit 3 more lands. What a sicko. I don't know how to kill this yet. That's pretty bad. Alright. We're drawing Concealed Courtyard. I don't think playing Braids is very good. We want to keep our board intact. So just attack. Just get a Nightmare and Pixie, I guess. And we'll set up for the Investigator next turn. The problem is, like, once I get the 4 mana, they just get all their lands back. And they just are drawing to whatever they can, you know, can find. So, discard another land. Jeez. Alright, where's Pixie? Do it again. And then here it is again. So discard another card. They're down to 3 cards in hand. The problem is eventually they just have land. They have a Spelunking. That'll ETB draw a card. They have a land. If they do have a land, we need to draw. Alright, they have a land. Alright, so we really need to draw a way to kill this Aftermath Analyst. We have no cut down on our deck, so I couldn't scry for it. Yeah, we should draw it. Alright. How about a Tithing Blade or a Rite of Oblivion? Or Liliana the Veil. That works too, I guess, right? That was a best possible. Sack a creature. Attack for 4. Then next turn we can Investigator. They discard a card, and then plus Liliana. At that point, I'm not going to have any cards in hand, I don't think, but here's a Hideout, sure. So, they were going to Analyst, they're going to get a million lands back, but they have nothing else going on right now, so here's a Guardian of Ghirapur. We're definitely attacking. I mean, I guess we're going to... We could blink... I don't think Braids could also deal damage, right? So if they don't sacrifice the type of permanence, if I sacrifice a creature or a planeswalker, they lose 2 and I draw a card. That's a way to deal the last 2 points of damage. I guess we have 7 damage in the air anyway, but we're also scared of a sweeper. So we could like Guardian, blink it. Oh, it comes like on the end step, never mind. Alright. Just comes down to like, do I want to plus Liliana or not? Here's a Hostile Investigator. Discard that last card. It's a land. I get a clue. I'm just going to plus this. So, worst case scenario, what happens, right? They go, draw the sweeper, cast it, and then I can just play Braids and start working on the Braid. Yeah, well, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go. Each player discards, discard this, and then say go. So now you have an Edict on tap. Also, they play a creature. They draw Fires of Victory, but they have no cards in hand. So, cool. Getcha. That was an awesome game. Love that for us. Alright, cool. So, got them down to no resources. So, we're going to bring in Rest in Peace, Flanker, Mother of Machines, probably some Duresses, maybe Long Goodbye. We're going to cut probably Sheoldred. We have a lot of cards here. I would say Rite of Oblivion is not really necessary. Tithing Blade's fine, but like they have some creatures, but not like a ton. I guess Long Goodbye is not necessary. Maybe you keep all these blades in. So 4 blades, 3 Liliana. So we have 7 kill spells. So they have a decent number of creatures, honestly. Flanker, Guardians. A lot of graveyard hate here. We can blink our flankers too. It's kind of cool. I guess Braids is kind of slow. The problem with Braids is that like we don't really want to diminish our board. We have to race and kill them. So let's get rid of those. And Elesh and Norn just like lights out against them if they can't remove it, which they usually struggle to do. Rest in Peace, Tithing. They just ship Tithing Blade. I think 6 removal spells is enough. I should have a Flanker. There's a lot of graveyard hate, honestly, between Rest in Peace and Flanker. Let's shave a Flanker. Try this. Alright. We got not a very good hand, obviously. You know, Inspector on 1, tap land on 2, Blink Inspector on 3. I really mulligan this. We're on the draw too. We really gotta like disrupt them and have a clock. This does neither of those things. So the Discipline mulligan here into Nightmare, Duress, Tithing Blade. We're gonna keep this obviously. The question is what are we gonna bottom? Probably a Nightmare. Kind of sucks. Like we really work on their hand. I want to keep a kill spell. If I have only 2 lands, like I guess we can cast most of our spells with 2 lands. I think bidding a land is pretty greedy, but I mean we're 40% to draw land. Most of our cards cost 3 or less. I'll bid land. Let's be greedy. Just like tear their hand apart. And is it Caves of Koilos or Shattered Sanctum? I think it's actually the Shattered Sanctum. I don't mind taking a pain or 2. I don't think the damage is actually relevant in this matchup. So, all right. So we're on the draw. So they only have 6 cards in hand. I need to pick apart 3 of them. Good old Tithing Blade. Overlook. Get a mountain. Draw the courtyard. Sure. So let's. I think you want to cast the nightmares first, because otherwise they'll be able to inform their decision. So like let's make our choice with the most information, and them having the least information. So nightmare first. Pretty cool card, you know. It's like almost a lava spike, and it discards a spell too. Card sweet. Discard Fires of Victory. They get a Forest. Nightmare again. This time they discard a... Nissa. Alright, well. Duress. We see a hand of... That's really bad. Double Deluge, Aftermath Analyst. So it's taking a Deluge. We can obviously kill the Analyst. But once they find second blue for Deluge, kind of rough. Here's the Analyst. Mill some cards. Fires, land. Liliana of the Veil. It's even better with Tithing Blade. Ship it. Really putting the squeeze on, you know? Discard. Waste not players, eat your heart out. They find the blue. They do not. Aftermath Analyst has returned. Mill some more cards. We draw a Inspector. It's pretty good. So we're just gonna plus this first before they know it's up. So they don't know if we have a way to kill this or not. They discard. It's obviously not a land, so it's a mystery card and a Deluge. And now Liliana's on second edict. Kind of a fun, unexpected reprint, you know? Not as good as she used to be. You know, she used to be like a dominant planeswalker. Now she's just like a pretty good tool, but they were in the tank. They were thinking about this one. I think finding a graveyard hate piece would be ideal here. Get rid of these lands and deluges in the graveyard. They discard a Shigeki. Interesting. So we will Tithing Blade to Edict you. And play Novice Inspector. Permanence. We got him. City's Blessing. 5. Nope, 1 short. So we draw a land. It is not a blue source though. So you have to eat their Deluge and get the beat. We're obviously not on the fastest clock here, but alright, so we draw a Courtyard. Let's play Courtyard. Plus Liliana. Hit that Deluge. We'll draw off the Clue. We have plenty of 1-drops in our deck, so maybe draw a nice little 1-drop. A Duress. That's not as effective as it could be. No cards in hand, but sure. So there you go. Tithing Blade crafts with a creature. And I don't have any of those yet, but it becomes a artifact that dinks for 1 every turn. They drew a green Virtue here. Look at their graveyard. Well, Liliana's going up. Up the ladder. We can sack a Nightmare. I don't think I want to do it upkeep, though. Seems like most cards that I would scry into I couldn't play anyway, so. Blue, green. 3 mana in the pool, leaving up a forest specifically. This is Spelunking, maybe? Colossal Sky Turtle, returning Virtue of Strength. And then that's going to return a fetch land to get a blue. Okay. Virtue's kind of scary. As far as a card that we don't really interact with. That, no, they get an Overlook. They don't have a blue one? Wow. They don't have a blue fetch land? That's insane. Hostile Investigator. They don't have any cards in hand. Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no cards. Alright, so I guess we're still going to play it, though, right? Just the beater. So attack for 1. We'll just discard this Duress and keep Liliana train going up. Oh, I'm so freaking stupid. I should have done this first. I'm an idiot. Whatever. Obviously, forgot that Investigator is both players, not just your opponent, as far as whenever a player discards a card, investigate. So, missed a clue there. That's bad. Just bad. Very bad. Find the other island. We draw Guardian of Ghirapur. Still lacking a way to punish them here, we always discard, because obviously we don't have any cards in our hand. So we get to, like, just nug them with the Guardian. And we will blink the Hopeless Nightmare. Never mind, can't do that. We will blink the Inspector, I guess, sure. Blink Inspector. And plus Liliana. Bring back the Inspector, get a clue, and say go. We have 8 power in play. They draw land and cast the Virtue of Strength. Oh, man, what a sick draw. So at least I'll get a clue off the Investigator. They have to find a 4-drop here to kill my stuff. And they find one. And another Deluge, too. Jeez. Alright, so we get a clue. We have 2 clues in play. We draw Nurturing Pixie. Again, they have no freaking cards in hand, though, so always discard doesn't really do that much. I guess we're going to Pixie, bounce Nightmare, cast Nightmare, and then we'll just plus Liliana crack. We are about to crack all their ultimate Liliana, so let's play Pixie. We'll pick up in Nightmare. Cast Nightmare. Lose your life. Plus Liliana. Crack Clue. Could draw a creature land here. Cavern of Souls works too. I don't think it matters what we name here. Let's just name Detective. Alright, so 12 life. If they draw land, they can cast the Virtue. I mean, I have an ultimate on Liliana, so like I get to kill half their lands in theory. Another Explosion. Wow. Yeah, I doubt they're going to discard any cards. So we draw a Pixie. Awesome. So I think this is a spot where like most folks would just slam the Liliana ultimate. Like, I got an ultimate, I'm going to do it. But I think we can wait a turn here. We can just plus and get their hand. And then we get ultimate next turn and still keep the Liliana in play too. So just go Pixie. Return Nightmare. Cast Nightmare. 2 more damage. Discard a card. Discarding a Pick Your Poison. And then plus discard a card. Discarding an ill-timed Explosion. Cool. And then I guess we'll crack this thing too, right? Try to find a 1-drop or a land. We find a... Ooh, the Fortress we were looking for last turn. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 7 damage on the board. They play land number 7. And they can cast their Virtue. Or they're going to flashback a Deluge, sure. So we're just going to... Now we're going to ultimate. Because now we ultimate, they have to cast the Deluge. So we're going to kill half their lands. And then we can duress the card they get. And kill them with the Fortress and stuff too. So we are the ultimate. So you into piles. They'll float mana. I'm just going to cast Deluge, sure. Cast Deluge. We'll probably go like... The piles will be... Mountain, Forest, Island. And then Mountain, Forest, Island. So we'll kill 3 lands. Also want to try and keep them off like a certain color. Like what if I were to do... Let's see. They've already cast all 4 ill-timed explosions. It's interesting. So like... Why are these... Okay, so this is an interesting UI. So like the logical choice is just like Forest, Mountain, Island versus Forest, Mountain, Island. And we'll just kill 3 lands. We could try and take it off a color though. So it'd be better to do like... Forest, Mountain versus Island. Because all their if there's still an ill-timed explosion, I think this wouldn't be as good. But let's just do this. I think so. Either keep Forest, Mountain, or they keep Island, Mountain. I think either way we're good. But as long as we're killing 3 lands, you know, it's pretty good for us. They keep Forest, Mountain. We'll duress them. Alright, Spelunking Land. Fire up the old Fortress. Put them to 1. And I would be very surprised if I had any outs here. Spelunking. It's hard to imagine. Like a Nissa fetch land, make some mana, get out. This is never, not even a possibility. So the DOB. Cool. Sick match. That was a really impressive game, honestly. Like, just kind of did our thing. Just right by the book. Really, really cool. Good stuff. Cool brew. I ranked up too. Very lucky. Okay, on the draw with it's a decent hand. I mean, the lands are kind of awkward. We play Nightmare on. We can't Oblivion on 2. We do have a Braid. We can keep this, I guess. It's not like super awesome, but probably play Fortress on 1 and go from there. Ooh, okay. Alright, upon playing mono red's a little rough for our awkward hand. We draw a Novice. That's pretty good, actually. We can go to Inspector into Tap one into Inspector Nightmare. Yeah. That works. So, we got some work to do here, though. As far as life gain goes in our deck, not a ton. So, Old Swifty. Jeez. Not what you want to see when you're on the draw with a semi, mediocre hand, but sure. It's Nightmare, pop a card. Fire up the Inspector. We can, like, Rite of Oblivion to kill a thing next turn. It might just be too slow, though. If they have, like, a good follow-up here, we're probably just dead. They're attacking for 5 minimum, and probably a lot more. This is mono red. This is mono red. Brask's Forge. Okay. Well, not ideal. It's not, like, the most potent card as far as killing us quickly. And we have answers to it, so I think that could have been worse. Here's a Hostile Investigator. Playing Braids and, like, sacking a clue doesn't really do a ton. We're at 7. I think I like the idea of Rite of Oblivioning away the Monastery Spear. And maybe we'll just chump block this, take 2. And then I guess we'll try and ride the Investigator. Probably there aren't any cards left at this point, but... So it's Rite of Oblivion, sacrificing... Is it the Clue or the Nightmare? Probably the Nightmare. Yeah, so... Rite of Oblivion, hit this... Sack Nightmare. We scry 2. Pretty cool. I'd say we don't want Plains. Inspector... There are, like, much better hits here. I'd rather just try and, like, high roll and get a better hit, so... Inspector seems exactly medium, and we need better than medium to win this game, so... no attacks. So our intent is to chump block and go to 5. Like to draw... Sheoldred, maybe Guardian, Tithing Blade. Yeah. So we're going to go to 4 here. Yeah. Rite of Oblivion is a great grindy card, but it's not particularly excellent as far as being efficient. We're just basically dead here, right? This is 3, 4. Maybe for end step to sacrifice. Yeah, we're just dead. We'll just get the last card and see what it is, I guess, and concede. So, I guess I could block the Forge token in theory and go ahead and live, but they've been a Lightning Strike, so obviously an effective thing. So I have to block here or I die. So I go to 1, and I don't think there's a way we can beat all 3 cards in play, but yeah, even with the Mountain draw, yeah, not good enough. All right, so yeah, that's fine. Good beats. They had a really good draw, and we were on the draw and a little clunky. If we're on the play that game, maybe we could pull it out, but all right, so we're gonna bring in the flankers. Long goodbye, Sheoldred, Gix's command. It's funny, I think Duress is actually fine against them. I would say these Braids aren't very good against them. Again, not really a grindy matchup. So Liliana is not really great either, honestly. I don't think we want Path of Peril. I think that they're not that creaturey as a mono red deck, so even Gix's command can gain some life. The Investigators and the Lilianas are... I might have Duress too, I think. Lilianas still kill stuff, I guess, right? Let's go like 2 Investigators. We're unlikely to get them anyway with that. Keep a couple of Lilianas for kill spells. I think 2 Duress, maybe like 3 Duress. Try and remove spells or Forge. Or it's a cheap card we could play earlier, just so it's like, obviously we need to empty our hand. Dying with cards in our hands, not very useful. Don't want the Dawn Sky or Elesh Norn. Dawn Sky blocks flyers, which is kind of cool. It's a little clunky, though. I have other flyers, too, so I guess it's fine. Let's try this. On the play. Come on, man. Alright, so falling into 6. Into, again, an all Pixie, no payoff hand. I can't go to 5 here. We're going to keep this. So keep this, ship Pixie, and just hope we draw something worth blinking. Mana's good. Pain-free. Like, I think Tithing Blade, best draw in the deck, probably. Old Swifty again. Now I think we're golden. At 19 life with double Guardian to blink the Blade. Think a plot here? Nope. Codebreaker. Great. So take 2. Kill this thing. We draw a Swamp. So Guardian, blink the Blade. We were born of the Blade. Molded by it. So Guardian EDBs exile 1 creature or artifact you control. So we could actually blink. If they didn't play a creature here, we could have blinked the Guardian and then blinked the Blade on our end step. It would come back on their end step, so they couldn't even play a creature. Here comes Bloodthirsty Adversary. I think we're just gonna take this obviously because we're gonna blink this anyway. So they might have monster age here. We take 5. So go to 12. They have 3 cards left. We draw an Inspector, pretty good too. So we'll just blink our Tithing Blade and can't play Inspector. Tithing Blade is the stones. I'm not gonna get Convoke, I guess, but so end step, bring that back, kill this thing. 12 life, great board, feeling awesome about this game. We have our Fortress to gain some life too. The only fear here is game 3 I'm gonna draw, you know? Oh, alright. I mean, just 3 damage, right? Not that bad. So we draw a Duress. Pretty good draw, actually. That last card might be a spell. If it is, it's a big deal. So let's Duress them. Monstrous freaking Rage. We're going to bounce the Blade and cast it anyway. So bounce the Blade. We are working this Blade right now. Absolutely working it. Attack for 4, so they go. So they have no board, no hand. 13 to 9. Have a clue and 6 power in play. We also can craft the Blade. We draw. Oh, all right, there we go. That was a sweet game. More of that, please. No changes in sideboarding, right? No. All right, a little scary here. Game 3 on the draw. Mana base is good. Hand's great. Keep. A little slow, obviously, but hopefully no 1-drop. Damn. Alright, so we have Fortress. We have Blade into Guardian again. Yeah, just don't like double 1-drop me here. Jeez. The Goat? Yeah. This unfortunately feels like a play-draw kind of game, where I think on the play this game is probably fine for us, but on the draw we're just going to get rocked. So we would be Tithing Blading. I guess we couldn't blade the Kamano, so it's a little better in that regard. But eat the Goat, untap. Here's another thingy. I mean, Guardian Blinking Blade is pretty cool next turn, but I mean, I might just play more things here and kill us. So no Forge, no spell for Prowess. I mean, if they were to have like a Shatter here, that'd be kind of cool. All right, Guardian. Blink the Blade. That happens. Edict you. Alright. I mean, sack Etchings. Hard to block the Swiftspear, but we can always Rite of Oblivion. We can also Investigator and next turn Liliana Rite of Oblivion. We just can't block here. Oh, you gotta let me block. There's Frenzying. Sure. That's fun. Take 3. They have a Rage too. No, I'll play Fire, sure. Alright, so we go to 6, and they have 1 card left. Alright. Oh, that was a good draw. Alright, so here's a Nightmare Favor last card. So we're going to be at 6 life, playing against the top of their deck. Edict you. Now we're going to see who's better at Magic. We're going to find out right now. Are they better than us or worse than us? No cards in hand. What do they rip? Slick Shot Show Off. Okay. Kills Liliana. Sure. We draw a long goodbye. I think I like casting Rite of Oblivion. Oh, we can actually Tithing Blade and get the little Life King going. I think I like casting Rite of Oblivion, though. And leaving up long goodbye if I draw another Haster. So let's cast this. Target this, ship the Nightmare. Get Scry 2, right? We're looking for, let's see, Fortress and Pixie. Obviously, no cards in hand. The Investigator's not very exciting. Pixieing the Blade. I already have our Impool spell. And second Fortress kind of. I'm gonna push both these, I think. Look for something better. So that's gone. Just say go. Any small creature you've covered. Alright, so we're gonna just cast Investigator now. What's that card in your hand, friend? Hope not a Lightning Strike. Hope it's a Monstrous Rage. Maybe yes. Oh, nailed it, man. On our game today. It's just like, it couldn't be anything else. If it was a land that had played it, if it was a creature that had played it, it was instant they were playing response. They draw Urbex's Forge, but I have the Rite of Oblivion, so I think we're good there. Might as well attack, right? So we can go, I think drawing a land here would be nice. We draw a Guardian. At this point, we don't need to deal with the Forge if we just attack. We could play another Investigator, or we could play the Guardian, blink the Investigators. We have 2 untapped blockers and a long goodbye. I think I'd rather play the Investigator. This is like pretty fast block too, just 8 power in play. I guess that the Guardian's still lethal in 2 turns also, but sick game. That was awesome. On the play. Yeah, sure, it's fine. It's reasonable. No like tricks or synergy yet. Just cards. Cards are all fine. Fire up the Novice Inspector first. See what's up. We're playing counter spells. We have our 1 Cavern of Souls to resolve an Investigator. Here, we got Cult Conscript. Cool. And Guardian of Ghirapur. So this cannot blink the Hopeless Nightmare. So non-skeleton died under your control this turn. So the question is, do I want to block Inspector or not? Or do I want to just like, let's see what they discard. Or do I want to leave it back to block or attack with so I can blink it next turn? My block and trade, they play a 2-drop. I Liliana Edict it. It's pretty good. Discard a land. Yeah. It's kind of a close call, honestly. I'm gonna attack. So get into points, they go. We'll blink this and get a clue. Investigator, get a clue. Just kind of like play that grindy game. I think trying to like resolve Liliana. The Edict might not even be that good. It's probably going to die anyway. So I think to make the game more about the board and clues. Here's a Harvester. Attack, sure. We draw another. Can you have any double white cards? No. I guess just name Detective, right? Doesn't really matter that much. Matters if we draw like multiple pixies. So we could name Pixie. My bounce is the same thing. Let's just name Detective. Here's Detective. And then we're just going to bounce the Inspector and just say go, right? Or blink it, I'm sorry. We play an Edict. We play a Liliana and Edict them. We just like kill the Cult Conscript and they can just sacrifice to get it back anyway. So yeah, we'll just play Guardian. We want to draw lands here. Honestly. I think playing Investigator next turn is like a game-breaking play, so have the second Harvester. That gives them 2 blood to kill my Guardian. Have a Miner too. Man, they're coming at it. They're going to attack, not directly kill my Guardian. Given that they can just do this anyway, I think we just block here. Because they could have just killed it, so like let's just... We draw our Singleton Flanker. Ugh. That's not that good. I guess like that doesn't really work. I can't like block both and exile their graveyard. I don't really want a Guardian again because like we don't really have a use for these clues as of yet. But there's nothing else to do really, so I guess we'll just do this. Wish Guardian could blink the enchantment. That'd be cool. Alright, so more clues. A little stuck on lands here. I think it's playing Flanker as a blocker and just like scrying and gaining life is also a reasonable course of action. They're going to crack a blood without killing my Guardian. Wow. That's surprising. Discard a land. And they're going to plot a Cunning Coyote. And they're going to attack. I think we're just inclined to block. We have so many clues in play now, but like we just want to stay alive and just, you know, stay alive, draw some lands, and go massive ahead on cards. So need to watch out for the dragon. I played a deck. This is Aaron Barrick's deck, but she played at the regional championship. I put it on the stream a while back. There's a YouTube video on my channel. I'm gonna check it out. Pretty cool deck, honestly. Really cool, like black red aggro deck. Playing Coyote and then the Scorpion Dragon. That is a 7/7 if you have no cards in hand and scales appropriately. 2 cards in hand. Coyote and plot. I guess they're deciding if they want to play a land or not here. Not really sure, honestly. Draw land. Awesome. So we're just going to go land Investigator, get one of their 2 remaining cards, get another clue. Really pack these clues in. Discard a card. Pile them up. Discard a land. And say go. 4 cards in play. Just waiting to be cracked. Five cards in play. Waiting to be cracked. Come on up. This card's really good. Down to 17, which is a good place to be, honestly, saying down to 17, you know, so. Alright, so. I would say we're just going to Inspector, say go here, and then Flanker. Again, just trying to stay alive, make land drops. Cracking a clue is just too mana inefficient as far as doing anything else, so just play Inspector and say go. You can line up blocks for days. Scry, gain some life, trying to land. I think the scary thing would be them playing a dragon and then giving it haste. It would be a 9 power attack. Thankfully they don't got that, so. Stone, nothing. So don't use the counter on the Kamano. This is probably a kill spell, I guess? I don't know. Alright, we'll just cast this Flanker. This can't block. This can block as tapped. Yeah, just gain 2 scry. Gonna keep the land. And, yeah, let's just start by cracking one of these clues, see what's up. It's Caves of Koilos. Playing Liliana and Edict here. It does allow for a decent attack, I guess. This thing can come back. It's kind of hard for it to come back. Unless it's non-skeleton. This is also a skeleton. If this died, this could come back maybe, but like it's not even that bad. So just play Liliana. I think it's better than playing a clue. I'm gonna Edict you. Again, a non-skeleton creature died under their control, which is not possible at the moment because they only 2 skeletons. So attack that, sure, that's fine too. We'll attack here and here. Get back 2 inspectors to double block the Kamano. I guess they have this thing too, but we can just make jump blocks if we have to as well. So I think this is fine. I think at 19 life, I'm feeling safe enough to feel good about this. Cool. Down to 13. 5 clues in play. Attacking Liliana. Double blocking. You got our rule spell, blow me out? No. Right, so that died. Now they can return the conscript. But that's still great for us, I think. This Coyote's just plotting. Draw their land, sure. So let's just start the clue train gun. Draw a swamp. Alright, let's plus Liliana, get another clue. They discard a land. Let's crack another clue. And we draw a Rite of Oblivion. I don't think that we're interested in that. It's going to attack. They want to fire up the Coyote and like kill my Liliana. I think that's fine. We are absolutely embarrassingly flush of resources right now. So, Corpses of the Lost. Love this card. The card is awesome. All scout ones get +7 and have haste. So they got some beats down. They want us to fire 6 damage to Liliana. This is great. I'm totally happy with this. I would say we're very happy with this exchange overall. Liliana did its job, right? Gained 6 life.
Nothing more.
Made a clue. Got a card out of their hand. Alright. End step, crack a clue. Alright. Yeah, sure. Awesome. Let's get that last card, please. Investigate again. Turn a land. Double clue triggers. Awesome. And now, I think we're going to Rite of Oblivion the Corpses of the Lost. Yeah, I'll just do that. Let's just exile this, sack the enchantment. Scry 2. Pixie bouncing something is fine. Pretty cool with that. Alright, and yeah, I think we're golden here, folks. Get in for a shot. They got a 4. Cool game. Really sweet, grindy game. They drew a lot of lands, I guess, but this poor Coyote never came to play. Just plotting and plotting and plotting, and just couldn't put it together. Couldn't find. They found the dragon. You know, I think there was a point where if they found dragon, we would have like died in 2 turns, and not never had any recourse yet. But they didn't, luckily. So, so they are red-black aggro. Our edicts aren't as good versus them. I think that the blade's still fine, but I think Liliana's like kind of eh. I love the Dawn Sky here. I love Sheoldred here. And probably Long Goodbye. I don't think I want Path of Peril. It does kill a lot of my own stuff, too. It seems like it's most just a card for Convoke. Gix's Command is cool, too. Let's got the Lilianas. And, I mean, Flanker's fine. Just, like, blocks and, like, gain some life. Investigator, Sheoldred, Dawn Sky, Long Goodbye. Well, I guess just, like, not the best. Oh, his Duress is really bad. That's Duress. Cool. Don't want more Flankers. I once again I'm like not super impressed with Braids. Braids seems like particularly good against like more controlling decks and more mid-rangey matchups. Their decks are more polarized, so let's do 2 and 2. Not Rest in Peace, thank you though. Live by the blade, die by the blade. Turn 1 tap land, turn 2 blade, turn 3 bounce blade. Old Nurturing Pixie. White main line, eat your heart out. Keep it. Opponent keeps also. They have a really fast draw. And the edicts are a little awkward against them. If they have like their Forsaken Miners. They have no 1-drop. Wow, what a gift. No 1-drop is like just the most perfect thing that happened to us. Laja. Because now they didn't get ahead of our edicts, so. Corpses of a Lost. Okay. Good card. We draw land. Just fire up the old blade again. Alright. So that's dead. Say go. They just discard a land, they can return this, which is pretty crazy, but you know, one problem at a time. Urbrask's Forge. Rocking the engine cards here. So I think they should definitely sack this blood and return the corpses probably. That does not trigger to send him as a token. They decide not to. Sure. I think that's pretty good for us, but alright. We could Braids them off the Tithing Blade. That obviously means we lose the Tithing Blade, though, for future bounces, which is kind of annoying. Could play Sheoldred, but, like, I would venture they probably have a kill spell. Have to wait a little longer and draw the game out a little more. I think we're just going to Braids. So, the speed of your end step. We'll attack. Play Braids. Supposed to play out player tap land too, which is kind of nice. Just work that one in there. Alright, so we sack an artifact. And they may sack a person. I guess they could sack their blood. And that's a pretty bad exchange for us. I'll just sack nothing, actually. Now I think about it. With Braids, you really want that. You want to just get the trigger. You want to just draw a card and have them lose too. Them sacking up blood to kill my blades, pretty bad. So awesome. So got to go for the throw out of them. Made the room for Sheoldred. Another Forge. One card left. So now we're at the point where like this one card is hopefully not a answer Sheoldred. I think we're good to go. We draw a Flanker. Sure. Alright, here we are. Sheoldred, and we're going to Pixie, bouncing the blade. Segya. Upkeep. Last card, hopefully not go for the throat. This is why you don't play for Sheoldred usually, because like it's the kind of card you want to play when the dust is settled. You know, some things have happened, some things have died, yada yada yada, and then now, boom, play Sheoldred, and they have like 2 turns to deal with it. Play it on turn 3 or whatever, turn 4, bitch, kill it. The Act Corpses come back to their hand this turn. They pay a life. They are also, like, dying now, too, so. My little friends. My little pixies. What a jerk. Wow. Alright. Consumes all. Damn. This bounces where it might actually have it this game. Our blades are almost worthless. Another land, too. Alright, so I've got a 13. I mean, I can Flanker, block the skeleton, gain some life, I Sure. We have his Fortress, too. We try and kill him next turn. I think this is actually fine for us. So they go. They got a 5. We're at 13. Exile all graveyards. Done. Corpses of a Lost. Yep. Mega Token, yep. Harvester. It's not a skeleton, but sure. Yeah, I think we're good here. We're going to win the game with our our creature land and our Sheoldred. So we're going to scry and gain. Pixie Courtyard. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I should take this. That doesn't matter either way. We're their shit regardless, but. Oh, I have to block to kill this thing. Well, actually, it doesn't matter either way, because I killed them regardless with the. I don't even need the blade to kill them, but. Just fire up the land and kill it and do that, so. Yeah, gain some life. Fire up the Fortress. So. 6 of one, half of the other. Works for me. Book it. There you go. 3-0. Love to see it. And a rank up too, why not? Alright, so pretty awesome. Obviously we're in gold because the ladder reset, so like, you know, we're not mythic or anything like that. But very, very solid 3-0 with a really, really cool looking deck. I mean, just really, really fun, really good stuff happening here. Just good grindy action, a lot of play against control and creature decks, which is great. Just a fun deck, just super synergy, super cool. It's funny, I saw Aspiring Spike posted, you also played this list at the RC. I saw you posted a list on, like, I don't know, Friday afternoon, and I was like, ooh, that thing looks pretty sweet. I was a little jealous I wasn't playing it, and I was like, can I audible to this? And I was like, nah, I don't have the cards for it. And then, like, the dealers don't have the cards either, so how am I going to find 4 Tithing Blades kind of thing, you know? But, yeah, really, really cool deck. Definitely a fun one. Give it a spin for sure. So, next week, MH3 stuff will start. I'll be playing some Modern, some Arena, and Timeless and Historic. And as I get ready for the Pro Tour, which I'm leaving for in 2 weeks for Amsterdam, which is pretty insane. So, pretty cool. So, love y'all. Thanks for watching. I'm Jim Davis. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Use promo code JIM5, 5% off your order at CoolStuffInc.com. Love y'all. Thanks for watching. See you next time.